Good evening, y'all. I'm back at it. Late night, early morning. You pick, you decide. Today's May 2nd. Just got done putting in 5 miles. First 5 miles of the year. Told you we ramp up as the weather gets warmer. Getting back to the health, weight loss regimen. We've already increased the greens, vegetables, green leafy vegetables, increase the onion, the garlic, fruit smoothie that we having, increasing the avocados, just getting it together because you only have one body, you got one heart, one set of knees, etc., etc. So you got to take care of that, right? You got to take care of that. So we are back in the book. You see the book, the shortest investment book ever, Wall Street Secrets for Making Every Dollar Count. And I got to say this, you guys. I came across a interesting statistic today while we were getting ready to watch. What's it called? We do some sports shows in the morning for our routine. Wake up, get to breakfast, and then we watch a few sports shows. Then head off to the bookstore. Came across a very interesting statistic slash commercial. And it says this. It says approximately 1 out of 8 people in the United States worked or started working at McDonald's, the fast food restaurant. Can you believe that? 1 out of 8 Americans started working or worked at McDonald's at some point in time in their life. That is a lot of people. And in this commercial, and I did a little research too, in the statistic it talked about the primary skills that people get when they work at McDonald's is they get teamwork experience or team building, and they also start to develop a soft set of people skills, basically how to deal with the public, which is very interesting because if you look around you and you see people, one of the things that people do not know how to do is engage the public. So, quick news flash. I had to get that out there because that was just so shocking to me that's a lot of people that have graced the doors in the hallowed halls of Mickey D's. So, with that being said, we are episode 122, May 2nd, 2023. Episode 122 is Tuesday. And we are in the book. Now, once again, this is the first book that I've read that I do not. Oh my gosh, I have so many issues that I do not agree with. And here's another one. So in chapter 14 of the book, he starts talking about men and women and their investing strategies and whatnot. Now, I'm not even going to go into it because I don't want to present the man versus woman dynamic. I think it's a played out dynamic. But guess what? A lot of people use it when they're adding fluff to their public speaking or they're adding fluff to a paper or research. And this guy is clearly adding this to his book to add some pages. Okay, definitely he could have went without adding this in his book. But I want to say, excuse me, a few things about it. I do want to say this, that men and women do have different capacities for stress. Men and women have different capacities for business. Men and women have different capacities for investing. Like I said before, I'm not going to get into it. I do want to say this, though. I will say that you as a individual have to learn your own tolerance for investing, meaning you got to learn your own tolerance for risk. You have to develop that. Some people are risk takers. Some people are risk adverse, meaning that they are strictly safety net, safety net, safety net. Got to have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, all these contingencies. And I understand, but nothing in life is guaranteed. So I need you to get that while you're out here coming home straight from work, locking yourself in the closet and hoping that the world doesn't end. Listen, you're not going to get very far having a unhealthy dose of fear. Okay? I'm going to say it again. You're not going to get very far with an unhealthy dose of fear governing your life. All right, I will say this. On page 103, he says something that I do not agree with. And there are a lot of people who play the game of life trying not to lose, which is very different than trying to win. Okay, and I'm going to say it again. You have a lot of people out here in the game of life, and they're playing the game not to lose versus playing the game to win. So you have to decide what kind of player you're going to be in the game of life. You got to decide what kind of participation you're going to be comfortable with, if I could use that word. You have to decide that. All right? And I'll say this again. We are investing for our futures. We are not saving for the saving's sake. All right? Investing is, at its core, learning how to make and learning how to take intelligent risks with your resources. All right? Investing is, at its core, learning how to take intelligent risks with your resources. It's not about saving for saving's sake. I'll say it again. It is not about saving for saving's sake. You must develop the capacity. You must develop the know-how. You must develop the knowledge to make your money work for you. Because in some cases, depending on how old you are right now, that money that you put up next month, actually this month is May, that money should be working for you for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So if you're 30 years old listening to me right now, that $100 that you put up in the month of May is going to be working for you for the next 30 years. That's how you need to look at your money. Okay? That money's not sitting in an account somewhere. No, that money is actually in the market working for you. All right? You don't want to be the guy that's up night after night, day after day, sweaty palms, tossing and turning from fear of losing all your money. Or you don't want a guy that's 30 years old who doesn't have a plan and is afraid of some point in time in their life running out of money, which is also a reality. Okay? So develop a plan. Don't let the idea or the ideology of, oh, men can only do it. No, women are not good at it. Or women are this and men are that. Listen, we get that women and women are different. All right? People try to tell you that they're same, but guess what? They're not. Men and women are very different. They're vastly different. Different capacities. So you have to develop your tolerance for investing. Okay? Learn to make intelligent risks with your investments. Okay? Some people are more riskier than others. I get it. Some people are less riskier than others. I get it. Some people want to have a fixed amount of money. I get it. Some people are trying to maximize their money. I get it. Some people are trying to minimize risk. I get it. All of those are solid strategies. You have to decide what you want to do. Okay? And remember, you, I, we, us, we are investing in our own financial futures for the long haul. We're not talking about money you're needing next week or tomorrow, or if you're paying rent. If you're having a rent, if you're a renter, your rent's due by Friday, 5th. All right, we're not talking about trying to invest your rent, or say your mortgage is due on the 20th. We're not talking about necessarily investing your mortgage payment. We're talking about money set aside for the precise goal of making that money work for you. Okay? This is your man Earl, episode 122. Investing for the long haul, men and women. I'm going to say it again. Investing for the long haul, men and women. Don't fall for this idea that only men can do it. Women aren't good at it, or women are this and men are that. Listen, I'm not even, like I said before, I'm not even going to get into it in this book chapter. I glanced over it. I read it. I'm not going to get into it. Okay? You make your plan up. You decide what you want to do and go after it. God bless you. Peace.